Hello everyone and welcome back to my opinion. And day three of this first test match has come to a close with India being 90 for 2 at stumps. Now going into today in my previous video, I'd suggested a bowling plan for India. Jadeja had bowled 9 overs on day 2 and it went for 25 runs. I'd said he should bowl an extended spell today with Mohammad Siraj and Jasprit Bumrah being alternated between. He bowled 14 overs today, Jadeja. I thought he should have bowled more. And on a surface like this, none for 68 in 23, you've done your job. And 2 wickets fell in the first session, the first one being the wicket of Ali Pope, and I thought all 3 wickets Prasidh Krishna took today were fairly gifted wickets. Mohammad Siraj, at that point in time, I thought he deserved the wicket because after going for 23 in his first 3 overs, yes, the figures at that point in time didn't reflect it, but he had bowled economically up to about the 17th over. Unfortunately, then didn't bowl well after picking up that wicket. And Prasidh Krishna, I mentioned this in the previous video, and I mentioned this in the preview as well. If you're considering the lengths he bowls, this is not me. I don't have anything against him. I'm commenting based on what I've observed. If you're looking at this performance in this match thus far, I have never seen a fast bowler bowl in the way that he has done in this innings, where every ball almost has been short. There was one ball that he made, I think Brighton cast play out on the front foot. It didn't carry to slip, and that was towards the end of England's innings. So there was no delivery that was in the correct area, and we've seen this be the case in South Africa. We've seen this be the case in Australia. We're seeing this in England now. I think they've got a tour of New Zealand at the turn of the year. So you've got one bowler who you're backing for all these big tours that you're looking to win. I don't understand what the logic was when you know that length is not working. Yes, you like to bowl that length, but if there's no adaptability, I don't get what the point is. Shardul Thakur bowled 3 overs yesterday, then bowls 3 overs today, and it's as if they're not considering his bowling as a suit of his. They're thinking of his batting at number 8, and there's a good chance, according to me, that if he doesn't go well with a bat in the second innings, they'll drop him and bring someone else in. So he's not been. If you're thinking that he's not going to provide the goods for you as a pure bowler, especially on this kind of a surface, then why play him? If you're considering his batting at number 8, when you've got this good of a top 7, it's the wrong way to go, according to me. And I talked about workload in the previous video. Jasprit Bumrah, out of 100 overs, he's bowled 25. And I said if you bowl a quarter out of the overs bowled, then you've had a big workload. Bumrah returning from injury has bowled that many. In my view, he won't play the next test match. And I don't know how the progression is going to be because with the way they've selected, he's got no support around him. Yet at the start, they were afraid to use him. And as you've seen, as the match has gone on, he's bowled more overs. At times, he's defied that ratio of 1 in 4. At times, he's bowled slightly more overs, more than a quarter. At about the 88th over mark, I think he had bowled just above 22 overs. So I feel bad for him. We all do, but it doesn't look like changing the situation with the way they've selected with the bowling plans. Been, as I said, a combination of defensive fields, and I wouldn't put it as much to the fielding. Yes, there were moments in time, but generally the bowling, apart from Bumrah and Jadeja, has been very poor. And that gets to India's batting innings, where I back India to continue batting for a long while. 1, because its batting lineup is sound. 2, because the surface is what it is like. And I feel in order for them to ensure a draw, India have got to bat out the full day tomorrow. They need at least 306 more runs. They need to get to 396. They should bat a bit on the last day as well to leave England 90 overs to chase around that 430 mark. Now, unlike other teams, even in Australia or South Africa, you have a few individuals who take the game to the opposition, but generally, if you got 430 off 90 overs, you'd be playing for the draw. In this case, that's not what England would do, and that could leave an opportunity for India because you've got players such as Zach Crowley, Ben Duckett, you've got Harry Brook, and Jamie Smith. Now, if you ask these players to play for a draw across 90 overs, I think they may struggle. That can open the door for India when you've got a Bumrah on your side. If you use him very sparingly, because as I said, already 25 overs is a huge workload, especially when you're returning from injury. So, India have got to bat out the full day tomorrow until you've got 90 overs left in the match. And if they have 430 runs, we'll have that cushion. And you're comparing that to the England bowlers. Now, did the England bowlers bowl well? No. But I feel if you're looking on paper, are they as skilled as some of the Indian bowlers? No. You look at Bryden Cars, who picked up the wicket of Jaiswal with a decent delivery today. On paper, is he better than Mohammad Siraj? No. As a pure bowler, is he better than Prasidh Krishna? No. Yet he's outperforming them. If you're considering, well, I didn't think they should have selected him. I thought they should have selected Sam Cook, but he's tried his best. He tried his best in the first session, the first innings, and in this case, he picked up the vital wicket of Jaiswal. So I think you've got someone who's finding a way. On the other hand, you've got players who have got that reputation. Siraj has been playing for many years, and unfortunately, we saw how he went in this innings. So nothing much to say more about proceedings here. I feel India, if they bat for at least 110 overs or so from now, then this will be a draw. If it's a 360, 370 chase with above 90 overs to go, England will be fancying their chances, and India may be in trouble at that point. But let's see how this match goes. So if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and share. Remember, it's my opinion. What's yours?